welcome back to one more episode. I wanted to stop, but I can't. Since the last episode, I wanted to take a couple days to do my next recording. Nope, it's about 2 minutes. I figured out a fix for something in our last episode. We're going to keep pushing forward the construction like we always do towards getting this place, our Alphaville, our first real town. It's a little construction history, and that's pretty much our main focus today. Anything else is bonus. Let's move my camera down and go like that. I'm hoping I can earn your subscription today. Remember, I always ask to earn it, not beg for it. There's a difference. And all I mean by that is if you like what I do, then you hit it, but not until then. Not like, oh, I said up front. No. I'm just going to put it in your mind so you go, old man looks like a drug dealer behind the 7-Eleven. Nah, that's fine. A little hurtful, harsh, but fair. For the rest of you, it's like, well, I kind of like his voice. His humor isn't bad. He speaks clearly somewhat-ish, and he doesn't say ooh, ah, ooh every 2 minutes. Kind of like that. There you go. Also, my laugh is stupid. Now, I did find out the fix. Here's what you do. Last time, we had a line, and it can't unload there because of the electricity. So instead of redoing the whole line and moving everything around, I added a third stop. It goes to this stop, can't unload, it goes out here, and unloads here too. If there's nothing there, oh well, it'll dump it off, and that way we can edit the line when the power is finally restored. I also went into here, and I added, for a source, I added gravel. They should be pulling gravel out of this very soon. You'll see the gravel trucks coming up here and dropping here. Please work. I'm begging you. Yes, they can do it. Oh, thank God. This is why you want to have it unloading, because only one truck at a time seems to do it, even though they have 2 slots. Oh, I'm wrong. So 29 tons goes in, and some of the other things here are now going, hey, we have access to gravel. Sweet. I was debating pushing the button to push the line forward, and I decided against it. The only thing it needs is 0.21 tons of electronic components and 30 some work days to finish that entire line. And then this piece here, which has high priority, needs all of this, which isn't that bad. It just needs a little bit of work. And I think this guy here is delivering to it. Nope, I'm wrong. They're trying to get that conveyor. Oh well, I'm okay with it. I love the fact that we're making a tremendous amount of progress. If you look underground, by the way, a lot of the pipe network has been or is being built. Like you can see little plywood pieces going up as they drop the stuff in the ground. When they all disappear, the line is done or it fills in like that. We have a large amount of stuff done, and I'm very happy with our progress. It sucks that it's taking a huge amount of time, but when you play kind of like Cosmonaut mode without playing Cosmonaut mode, I haven't pressed build except for a few of the most basic things, and I think something up there, and that was it. I'll take it. Now we're in September. Let's go look at our last month like we always do every video. Last month, in August, my birthday month, we imported a lot of steel, $57,000 of it, electronic components and mechanical components, some fuel, a little bit of coal, and that's to make cement. We're using coal to make cement. I could make bricks out of it, but I don't think the bricks are worth it yet for the amount of people you need for the brick factory. Chemicals, 3 tons of chemicals does add up. Same thing with alcohol. I think because we're getting closer, it might be time to put a couple more of these warehouses out, because it's food, clothes, and electronics. I think I want one of each, and I think I want to start importing this stuff. I have one warehouse there. I could easily put 2 here with a road down this way and dump to them. I kind of like that idea. I do we don't need to, but like I said, the price of this stuff, if you look current price of market all time for alcohol, it is generally going up. Like if you buy it from September, it's $2.93. Down here, you buy it, it's $2.69. The price is increasing to buy it. There's no reason not to if you're going to need a large amount of it later on that you can't make for a bit, which we shouldn't have the problem with. So even if you don't use it, you could store it and then go, hey, look, we'll run it through the system over time, which decreases our own costs, or export it at a higher amount later on, as long as the building doesn't burn down. I did make one more mistake, though. I do want to make sure this fireplace is working. And it does have power, I believe. Yeah, it's connected to power. So I want to make sure we get a couple people here. The problem is foreign workers has been a big issue, and I'm not sure what's going on. Small fire station line. Is the other fire station working the correct way? It is not. Huh. I think we're gonna need more cars going between this, because all they're gonna take is gas, and if that gas, that little bit of gas they use, keeps these entire areas from catching fire, I think it's worth it. If that's the case, we need more trucks and cars. Not trucks, we need cars to make sure it's going. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna do it now. I'm gonna buy 3 microbuses, and I'm gonna go like this. First one, new stop is gonna be, I don't trust my own thing here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go here. And here's what I'm gonna do. In this one, sorry, I'm gonna go load. And then here I'm going to go load. Not unload. Load twice. So, no unloading. And then out here is unload all. So, it's getting a double load. And it'll go try to load at the border. Then it'll go here. And I'm going to make sure this one... Because no one's allowed to get out, it should be fine. I'm making sure I get a double load, though. And then up here, they're going to load. I like that a little bit. We call this line the Alphaville. I need a better name for this place. I hate this name. Alphaville Fire Station Foreign Worker Line. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to do line spacing. And I'm going to set to vehicle line, boom and boom. But I'm only going to start one. I want to get some space in between the border. And I think one of the things you can do in this game is do this a few times, where you space it out manually yourself by letting some other vehicles go between it. That way they have to wait. The longer they have to wait, the better you are. And I want to make it where there's just enough spacing, like where that vehicle's right there. He got some gas already. He's going up. This, I think he got gas. Yeah, he got a full tank of gas. So here, we'll go back to him, show him in the line, and now that I want to get like 5 cars between him and the border, and then I'll put another one up. So there's one more, probably 2 more. 1, 2, that's 4 more. By the time he goes through the gas station, the next guy can do it. Turn him on too. And line spacing's already there. This doesn't need to be done the way it is. If you put it all at once, they're going to go through the border and nothing's going to get accomplished. If I do it my way, it's like a delayed start. I don't know how else to do it besides this. And like when you see 5 more vehicles between your buses, there's one now. He's going. There's the second one. As soon as we get 4 more vehicles, we can hit the button to start the next one, and it should be okay. And we have a few microbuses running. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and 4. Yeah. So I think we can start the next one right now. And be perfectly fine. There you go. That should take care of that. Now, that should make our little fire station work. They're still building like crazy. This one's done. That's good. Let's assign some stuff. So, specify steel here, bricks here, prefab panels here, boards here, mech components here, electric components here, gravel here. Nothing else done yet. Workers is not done either. Building's not finished. And we're going to basically copy the other one, because you already can see this place, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vehicles. Of the 14, 5 of them are already helping get things done. And all they take is fuel. They don't take any workers. They don't take any resources in terms of like supporting your workers. It's just petrol or gas, and it goes. And I'm like, all right. So I want to make sure this guy here, we don't start him off though. We make this guy, add this guy in, and we go here, and we go to purchased using rubles, and then we clear it. It no longer will import fuel. You should do that to all your construction yards. If you're importing your own fuel, there's no reason to pay the transport costs. It's a nice, you don't have, I mean, it's a nice buffer back, but you don't need to. And I'm trying to make sure it's off there. You can also auto purchase with dollars over here if you want to. It doesn't have to stay where it is. A lot of people don't know that. There's some more stuff going down. Let's see how bad this is over here. They're building this. I didn't want them to, but it's fine. That is 94 tons. I'm going to make sure... I'm going to make sure this one is turned on. And this one is basically turned off. And I'm going to do this now because I know what's going to happen if I forget. So we're going to go down here to mixed waste and go there. And that means we need another one. God dang, these things are really, really adding up in cost. Not cost, but like annoyance factor. Okay, there's another one there. It's a little cockeyed. I don't mind it being cockeyed. So we need to put in here, as soon as the fuel comes in, which it already is. This guy is moving a little bit over. You can see it can fill up. Watch. There you go. So now we need to dump in a little bit more of vehicles to figure out what we're going to do. And I think letting more of them go in here and help this area out will build it that much quicker. It looks like this is almost done. That is 99% done. It needs literally 4 work days. That requires 21 work days. That requires some, okay, 0.066 tons of electrical components. It's disgusting how many of these things are partially done and they're just waiting for workers. That's why I'm like, I needed people from the other border. If I didn't have them, we'd be even worse behind. There's no one there. There's a few workers there, which I don't know if they're pulling off anymore. They are pulling off the border. They are moving things off, but it's taking some time. This one here, foreign workers there. Those microbuses, that first microbus just went off with nothing. How? There's workers right there. How? How is that possible? It's set for worker. Oh, let me guess. It just ticked in behind him. Is it 12? It's 23. I want to see if the next one does it because that shouldn't have done it that way. That's gravel. I do like how both are going there. That's a little bit of fuel. That's gravel. That, come on, microbus. If you don't work, I'm going to get angry. You should work. You should look, look, there's 37 workers. Why aren't you loading workers? I specifically said for to load workers. Workers without education, workers basic education, workers anything. Why did you not do it? Why? There's no reason you shouldn't. Load 100%. All set. There's no reason whatsoever you should be doing what you're doing. You've got no workers. What the frick is going on? You've got no workers. What's the problem? Do I have to reload the game? 37 workers right there. Load the friggin' things. We've got money, obviously. That's so stupid. Load the workers. You're set the right way. I know you are. View line detail. Get in workers, get out alpha fire. These are both load commands. It's worked before. I don't understand what's broken. This has worked perfectly fine before. Absolutely fine. I have a feeling I have to reload the game. I hope it's not, but that should not be happening that way. That's really pissing me off, actually. I'm like angry right now because I did it right. I did it 100% right. I know this big bus will do it. Is it transport, maybe? No. Maybe that is right. No. It's set for load 100%. Load. Workers with education. It should do it. No matter what, it should do it. That's... Okay, he goes in, gets absolutely nothing, right? Because God forbid. Gets nothing. Now he's going to the next stop. This guy is going to do the same thing, but he's going to get him. You watch. He's going to go in, and he's going to fill up. That's so stupid. Why? Why? Oh, that's so dumb. That's so stupid. I mean, it'll work over time, but that makes no sense. I mean, there's no reason for that to do that. If someone knows the answer, please let me know, because it's friggin' maddening that I do things exactly how the game says to do it, and it's like, nah, it's okay, nah. And you saw it. They were sitting there waiting to go, like, no. Microbus, no. Why? There's no reason for them to do that. You keep... Ah, so much rage. Okay, well, let's do this one while we're waiting. While they're figuring out their own stuff, what's this? Oh. You're going that way now? Oh, you're taking the better road. Aren't you smart? Okay, so what we're going to do, this one has 38 tons. I'm going to set this one, that one's set for gravel. We have to build more. I'm going to turn this one, I think, into just road stuff. The other building here will be good for just buildings. So we're going to make this a road department crew only. I could start tapping some of my US dollars, but I'm choosing not to. So we're going to add in... That goes 52 miles an hour max. With our roads with gravel, 46 is the max, so we don't need it. 40 miles an hour for 80, no. It's also one of the cheapest ones. We'll put in 2 buses. We'll go into... We shouldn't need a covered hull, so I'm not going to buy it. Instead, I'm going to go over to the dumpers and get 4 of them. I'm going to go down to the open hull and get 4. Then we're going to go over and get 2 bulldozers, 2 cranes, 2 that, 2... Oh, shoot. This isn't a 16. I'm sorry, this isn't a 20, it's a 16. It's okay, I can move 2 of the other ones over soon. But for now, they're alright. Because all we need is a paver. We need a roller. They're going to go out and help each other. I'll just move stuff around to the next place when this is done. I'll move a couple of those over. It'll still be a road department. We just got to move basically 2 of the covered hulls out, which I was going to do for moving, but I don't think I need that many. So we can move these out now. I'll just move it. Where can I move it? Let's see. Let's move it over to... Actually, you know what we need up here? We need a goddamn a depot. A road vehicle depot that's not huge. Parking spots for vehicles 16 rather. I think that's good. I wouldn't mind sneaking it up here, but it's too much. Let's go over... I don't want to put it here either. This is meant to be more building, but then again, I think down here would be a good use of resources. Let's go like right there. Priorities can be what it is. Medium priorities, fine. Trying to move all this stuff around. There's like a million plates in the air, and I love it. I don't want to change anything. It's just I wish I could have 1 more priority, or 2 more priorities. Lowest, low, medium, high, ultra. And some of you are like, why? Because that way you can step it through the process compared to going... I mean, most people say, well, just use medium and low, and then high for your only. Kind of works. Kind of works. Waiting installation. We're still waiting on this. These are already on high priority, high priority, high priority, medium priority. That's for this building, and I'm okay with that sitting there. Because they're building this, even though I'm like, whatever. God dang it. There's so much to do. Please finish. I'm so glad to see that amount of... See, some's going in and some is going out because we're already using what we got there. Oh, another truck's available. What is it? I've used the GZ53 series. They're not bad. They're really not. I mean, if you look through the building area, like this thing, the GZ series pops up everywhere. Ooh, SKD 706 cement transport. We're gonna need that very shortly. I don't want to buy it yet because I'm sitting there on like nothing. A harvester is available now. More fire trucks. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but a lot more vehicles are available now. The GZ series dump truck. It has more horsepower. It goes faster, 52 miles an hour versus 38, but it has less horsepower. There's so many good little vehicles given available. I love it. There's the GZ Open. They're very good midterm solutions for very small things like moving chemicals around. I always love seeing more stuff in here. There's not yet, but it's the SKD 706 snowplow is good. I don't need it because we have the JZ. We have all this stuff. There's so much we can do. I'm sitting on that one police car too. It's doing nothing. It's sitting there. See, the age of it is 2.89 years. I really wish there was a way to say, buy this vehicle and mothball it by doing something to it, like drain the fuel out, doing a maintenance pass over it and putting it in the mothballs. The game doesn't allow that functionality, but it's not a bad thing. It's just, we'll use a police station soon. We're not going to. Oh, they finished that. That's good. I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know he could travel that way across. I thought he had to go to the nearest road. He went down from here all the way down this. That's cool. This is being built. Not yet, no. God, we're just waiting, and I hate that. I think I'm gonna do. I almost want to do a jump cut, but I'm gonna hold off on myself so far. Most of this has been built in front of all of you. Almost every single second's been built in front of you people, and I like the idea of keeping it that way so far. If you think I should change it, you're more than welcome to suggest it down below if you're this far into the video, because most people that weren't interested leave in the first, like, my videos get about 15 minutes of view time, and then for some reason it drops off a cliff and goes down from like 50% down to like 30. So like we've lost, over a third of the people watching at this point that stayed along. Of course, there's always like 50% that don't click through, and that's fine. But I'm talking for people that are still watching. If you want me to do jump cuts, you're more than welcome. I actually might make it a YouTube vote poll, because it might help numbers in terms of like making things go the way I want. I just realized I don't know if we need a road to this thing. Let me see. Nope, not yet. The plant is done, but there's no workers. I wish we hadn't finished that this early. It's already doing what I don't want it to do. The other thing we should do here, the chemicals that are here, we should build a small, and I mean ultra small, like down this road, like maybe a warehouse, the tiniest warehouse ever, and all it does is keep chemicals here. Because right now we could move it from one to the other, but I choose not to. And that way there'd be like a distribution house would say, hey, I'll do this to all these little chemical places. There's going to be a lot of chemical places. There's going to be the water plant over here will need chemicals. That's water treatment. He needs about 0.24 chemicals a day. This guy is the small one too. He's going to need about 0.31 chemicals a day. So it's just over about half a ton of chemicals a day at the cost of like $1,500 a ton. That's $750 to treat water and then expel sewage that isn't completely rank. It's like, what's that floating in the stream, mommy? Look away, dear. Look away. That kind of stuff. It's like, oh, why are you already here? All right, cool. I'm not pissed off that we have those two vehicles there that are extra. They're all being used already. The things that aren't being used are the pavers and the two bulldozers. Everything else is working, and I like it. Like, it's helping all of this. Every time you put a vehicle into play, it helps. Now, we're in September. I want to get to the end of this month before I cut it today. The only reason being I'm trying to keep my episodes just under the 30-minute mark. If you're someone who's watching who makes your own YouTube videos, and probably there's a few of you left, one thing you can do to really help yourself boost up your numbers without hurting people. One is to make your videos under 30 minutes long, because it's a little more digestible. Because when I say, hey, let's go watch an hour-long TV thing, you're like, oh, no. If I go, hey, let's go watch like an episode a little bit under 30 minutes, you're like, okay, I can do that. And some of you will watch 3 or 4 episodes in a row. It doesn't make any sense, does it? But the brain comprehends it that way. That's why some people sell things for $9.99 versus $10. It's just psychological. It's not a bad thing, because I do the same thing myself when I watch other people like Rodamont or Baradol or whoever I enjoy watching. If I see a 30-minute episode, sure. If I see an hour, I'm like, it's an investment. Another thing you can do is not number your episodes. Hi, I'm guilty of that. Why? Because some people are like, what's that guy doing when all it has is a title? And you're like, oh, I could go see that. I don't know what episode he's on, but it's an episode. Sweet, let's go jump in. If it says episode 94, you're gonna go, oh, there's no reason to click on this. I'm way, way lost. It's a video game of building stuff in a town. Who cares where you start in? You can always go back to the playlist and start fresh if you want to. Just check out the first episode. That's why I don't number my stuff anymore. And my numbers went through the roof doing those two things. Another thing I don't do, I don't say e so much. So many creators I know will go out there. They're brand new guys, and they're perfectly fine and gals. And when they don't have anything to say, they go, oi, or the worst thing you could ever hear is this. Ready? Ben, you're not saying anything. That's the point. What? Do you want to hear dead air on a channel? Like watch, if we do it like this. There's nothing there. It's dead space. It's the worst thing. I was always taught before I started YouTube 8 years ago, if your channel has dead air, it's a dead channel. I might talk like a motor mouth. I might never shut the hell up, and I get that. But at least it's better than hearing silence. If I wanted silence, I'd go play the game myself. I love the fact that we can do whatever we want to do and mess around this little village, and I really want to know, should we make another road there, that little gravel road? That might help. Or maybe this one. I'm not done with it. Oh, I know. We can make this one gravel and this one gravel, and then, oh, I like that. Okay, we don't have enough gravel yet. How much do we have here? 6 tons. Not yet. Why are you loading? Oh, you're a... Where is your home? I'm curious about that. Where is your home? Construction office. There it is. Where is this place? You live there. Okay. You're building something. I wonder what you're building. Are you going down to here? And I see an entire load of gravels worth $79. Not worth jack. And they dump it in. Man, isn't that so cool? I know some people don't give a shit about that kind of stuff. I know people watching do, because if you're this deep into the video, you either give a crap about these kind of games, which is incremental building, compared to going, I'm going to build this building. Quick, I'll hit it with my axe. 60 times, and there's our town hall. No. I want the wood, I want the cement, I want the pipes, I want the wires, I want the mechanical components, there are because of the HVAC system. I want the bricks, I want all that stuff. I still love this game to this day, even though it's like 5 years old, because no other game has this scale of command level economy and actually lets you have all of these levers and knobs to turn to be able to do what you want to do. None, like, captive industry is close, but the scale is smaller. I want all of the transport options, which we haven't even got into yet. Oh, there's so much to do. I really hope they get this done, though. This is the highest priority. They haven't even tackled it yet. I see 2 people here. Oh, they are dumping some stuff. There are 2 people here. They're dumping asphalt and gravel, and they need a lot more. 2.1 tons of asphalt, 34 tons of concrete. Oof. Let me make sure the concrete place isn't shut down. You have concrete on demand. Your cement is still 700 tons of cement. You have no gravel to make more, but that's all right. You're making more gravel and filling this up. Ooh, 1,300 tons. That's perfect. I'm going to switch this over quick from this one to this one. And the reason is this one probably needs a little bit more. It actually doesn't need more. It's got 700 tons each. And cement can only be used for concrete or panels. I don't think we need more, actually. I know this one only has 700 tons in there, but I think it's more important to do gravel right now. So I'm going to keep turning that right back to what it was. And I love seeing little lines that fill this thing up with all the gravel coming in. I think it's a wonderful little thing. 71% full, and I know we're going to be exporting a lot of it. So he's part of that one line. No, he's not. 9 tons of it, though. If you like what I did today, and if you like the way we this place is run, do me a favor and consider hitting the subscribe button, only if you want to. For everything else, if you want to hit other buttons, that's up to you. I always appreciate that. The links down below show our Discord community, our Twitch stream, or anything else. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to drop them down below. I always like to hear it, because I don't think I'm the best creator. I never have. I always think there's always room for improvement. So hopefully, I'll see you some of you guys and gals in the next episode. And for everyone else, have a wonderful night. Good night.